Today I'm back at the Supreme store for week 2. I know I told myself I wouldn't come back because I hate dealing with the lines here, but they had a very special release this time and I didn't want to miss out. For this release, they're dropping an LA Fire Relief box logo. And if you went for the online release, you know how terrible it went. I did not see a single person get a W because bots took the entire stock. I showed up 20 minutes before the doors opened. There was tons of people here, but since everybody was just gonna grab the box logo and leave, I decided to stick around. In my head, I was like, maybe I'll be here for an hour and a half, but no, I was completely wrong. I was in this line for a good 2.5 hours. So they made like 6 rows of lines, but it wasn't organized like whichever person was in the front got to go in first. But luckily, I ended up going a little bit sooner than I should have. If it was organized, I probably would have been here for maybe 3 hours or more. But man, it was really hot. I regret not bringing an umbrella. There's no shade here, so the sun is just beaming directly on us. And like I said, if I knew it was gonna be like this, I probably would have stayed home. Maybe a handful of people cut the line, but it wasn't that much. And then eventually I got to go in store. They had some AC, it was nice and cold. They still had the t-shirts available. I think the biggest size was a large because the person behind me asked for an XL and they didn't have it. And then I saw why the line was going so because they only had one checkout, but luckily I managed to get one of them after that super long wait. But here we have the box logo. Retail was $54. They raised the retail, but it is going to a good cause. If you've watched the news, you've seen tons of people affected by the fires. Don't assume it's just people with money. There's also like low-income families and others that have been really affected. And it's cool that Supreme does these charity shirts every once in a while. They've had many over the years. The last one was for the COVID-19, which in my opinion might have been the best box logo with the Murakami collab. This was also a collab with Sterling Ruby, which I'm not super familiar with that artist. I know a lot of people weren't a big fan of this design. The color of the box logo is just this green and this pink underneath. I have purchased box logos in the past, but I don't have any of them right now. And I know a lot of people were in that line to resell them. And to be honest, they're not really going for that much. Maybe yesterday on the release, they were going almost to 200, but as of right now, they've really tanked in price. So size large is around 115. If you sell it online, you might make a good $30, $40, which is not that surprising because box logos don't really go for that much. They just have like a certain niche of a following still. In the past, these probably would have been going for $300 to $400. When they first opened that West Hollywood location, those box logos were going for a lot. I didn't go in store because back then I just didn't really care to be in that mess. To be honest, I don't know why I'm going this time. I just expected the line to go a little bit faster. And then on the back of the shirt, it just says Sterling Ruby LA Fire Relief 2025. Nothing too crazy. It's just a screen printed graphic. I will say the Supreme t-shirts do feel a little bit different from the past. They're not made in the US now, they're made in Honduras. The quality is not crazy different, but you kind of feel it. And then this time I went with a large instead of a medium because it will shrink over time. And then I'm not a big fan of how long it is, but I'll probably crop it if I do keep it. Especially with the resale not being there, I'm probably just gonna keep this shirt. If it was going for like 200 plus, I probably would have just sold it. If anything, it would have been best to sell it yesterday because prices were a little bit higher, and then I saw a couple like resale stores here sell it for around 200. But that was it for the release. We didn't get anything else. Like I said, the online release was just completely botted. I don't expect to get a W on any super hyped item this year just because of that. Week 1, we saw that with the jerseys. It just literally loaded up as sold out. The pink one just loaded up, sold out for me. And then this one here, I could not get a single tee. I was able to cart it, but I was in the queue for like 5 minutes, and I've yet to see a single person get a W online. For the first time I returned something at Supreme, I ended up getting rid of those old English painter pants. They fit me a little bit small. To be honest, I might have gained some weight. Also, there's an issue with the material, so I know I couldn't sell it on a website like StockX because they just cancel the sale. So I decided just to return it at Supreme, and they actually gave me a gift card. I've never done this before, but you get a gift card with store credit. I'm not sure if I could use that credit online. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go back to the Supreme store whenever they have an item that I wanna go for, or just something really hype so I could get rid of this gift card, which kind of sucks because I thought I was gonna be able to use it for online credit, but it's only for the store. Also forgot to mention, I went to Palace and I just grabbed this barbed wire hat, which I really like. That's gonna be it for the video. If you do enjoy watching this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.